My experience initially was one of this is too good to be true. I studied the model, which eliminated a lot of the doubt that I had. It not only took me from this is too good to be true that, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is so good. So I was very confident in the decision. My only concern, honestly, was brand. I was brainwashed with the balloon and that brand, and brainwashed with the brand of the brokerage I was with prior to that the brand matters, and then the brand doesn't matter. And I knew that intellectually, but I needed to experience it actually. And what I mean by that is I knew my clients did business with me because of me, not because of the flag that I flew. But I proved that with 3 specific seller opportunities. I won't go into all the details, but a long story short, I called on 3 sellers in the fall before I moved to EXP for the purpose of telling them what their house was worth now and what it would be worth if they did this list of things in the spring and waited till spring to put it on the market. All 3 asked for that, and all 3 did the things that we talked about doing. All 3 called me back and said, Tim, come list our house, we're ready. I had moved to EXP, so I was a little fearful telling them I was no longer with Remax. But all 3 times, the meeting essentially went like this. Hey, I've got great news before we get started. Oh, really? What's that? Well, I've moved to EXP Realty. It's the fastest growing real estate company in the history of real estate. Well, how does that benefit us? Well, that's a great question. First of all, know this. The marketing plan I presented in the fall is exactly the same marketing plan that I'm still going to execute in selling your house today. I also want to show you this is a highly successful publicly traded company. Here's the stock chart from the last 5 years. They said, well, why did you make the move, Tim? I said, that's a great question as well. Truthfully, I moved because I don't want to do this for the rest of my life. I want to be able to retire someday. And any other brokerage I've ever been affiliated with or know of does not have a retirement plan for realtors. This one does. They're like, holy crap, that makes good sense. I didn't even know realtors couldn't retire. It's like, oh yeah, we survive full 100% commission, deal to deal to deal to deal. And we're always on a hamster wheel, chasing the next transaction in order that we get paid to put food on our family's table the next month. And they're like, that makes perfect sense. All right, back to this listing paperwork. Where do we sign? All 3 went exactly like that. So that solidified what I already knew, that brand doesn't matter. Who matters is the relationship of the agent with their respective buyer or seller client. The rest is history, as they say.